What's up, guys? Welcome back. Nick up here at Maple Motors in Hendersonville, Tennessee, and today's test drive is a 1972 Chevelle. This one came back as a 350 up under the hood. Does have power steering, no power brakes on it. Pretty quiet motor. What we're gonna do is take it down the road for a test drive, point out any kind of flaws, that way you know exactly what you're getting. Join us at maplemotors.com. We have financing, we have shipping, and 100 detailed pictures of every ride on the lot. Of course, on this car here, we just got it in. We've driven it a little bit, had it running more than anything, checked all the fluids, and if you notice there's a little bit of antifreeze popping up under there, that's because Pat here fills antifreeze all the way up and there's no overflow. So if you fill it all the way up, it's got to puke out some. With that being said, hang on, guys, about that time. Let's go for a ride. Before we take off, we're gonna look around the interior, check everything out. So place your bets. You think this horn works right here? Be trying it out. This one starts up good. The dash here's got a nice crack right in the middle. The rest of it looks pretty good though. Let's turn the blower motor on. Blower motor's working, no AC in this one. Console's in good shape. Looks like it still has the seat belts. Still has the light, the dome light is in good shape too. That thing looks nice. Looking around the back seat. Nice and clean. Package tray, pretty good. Got a little spot right there in your headliner, but looks like it's just pushing out. It's not ripped or nothing. Over in the edges, a little pinned up. Going across the dash again, I can show you the miles showing 84,000. Hard to stand behind that in a 72. Wipers, work. Radio. Yeah, radio's not working. It ain't even, not even cutting on. Did you place your bets on the horn? Because we're getting ready to try it out. Let's do it. No spring, no honk. Let's hit the road. See how she runs and drives. Okay, getting ready to take off here. Any flaws I see, I will let you know. So let's hit the road. This is the first time I've driven this ride. Try old reverse first. Pretty good. I've had her running for a while. She's running nice and smooth. Usually like to heat them up real good before we leave. Just check the vitals here. Brakes in the back tend to be locking up on me right now. So what we'll do is hold both brakes for a second, just kind of kick the dust off of them. There we go. All right, so we're heading down the road here, and it's going straight as an arrow. Speedometer seems pretty accurate. Kick down is not hooked up on this one. Brakes working good now. Not too bad. I can't slam them too hard. People driving behind me, so I don't want to scare them. As far as tightness in the steering, actually feels pretty good. And guess what? I found a horn button. The horn does work. It's up under the dash. I don't think we're gonna have to stop at the gas station today. The gas gauge is floating around half a tank to a quarter tank. She's got some good response in the throttle. It's got some good get up. Suspension feels a little bit stiff in the back though. Didn't feel that on the bump on the bridge back here. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and pull in this parking lot here. What I like to do is, you know, get some undercarriage shots, light everything up, just pass by the camera a few times, kind of get you an outside perspective. And of course, if you have any ideas to improve these videos, let me know. I'll try to do my best to make that happen for you. With that being said, look below in the description, see all the stuff that I use. If you have any better action cameras that I could use, you maybe upgrade in the future, let me know about that too. I've tried the DJI, and I went back to GoPro, which is still a good camera, but it does freeze up on me every once in a while. But that's because I use the fire out of them. All right, I'll be right back, guys. Let's go ahead and get these outside shots. Okay, get the seatbelt on. There we go. Roll the window up so y'all can hear how smooth that is. Other than cosmetic stuff that I've seen on this, and the suspension's a little stiff in the back, this car has been awesome. I've had it running for a solid hour almost. Of course, I do that with every car. And before I pull out here, let's see what you can see. Cool. This is one of the best aspects of having a GoPro and why I haven't switched to anything else. Love being able to see what I'm looking at through my phone. Utility work, what's going on up here? I see a guy holding a stop sign over the hill. on this road now. I like to stay quiet for a little bit in the video. That way you can actually listen to the car instead of me. Well, come on, guy. I'm about to blow the tires off this thing. Maybe. Let's try it out, see what it'll do. We're just gonna get on it. I'm just gonna hit it and take off down this road. Not too bad. It felt like a one-wheel peel off the right side. And that wasn't me doing a brake standing like anything like that. I just kind of punched her real quick, just see kind of power come out of the motor there. And that seems like it's a good spot to do it all the time. It's usually not that busy. I try to stay careful for y'all. That way I can keep making these videos. All right, hitting the brakes, getting ready to pull into Brian's Motorsports here. Guys, if you haven't checked them out, go to briansmotorsports.com. He fully customizes cars, does interiors, suspension. He does tint, new stuff, old stuff. He's got a diesel Hummer sitting there that he's working on for somebody. He's got the old Suburbans. Looks like the old Blazer. I've seen a lot of those turned into drag trucks. I love that truck. Every time I see it, I think it looks good. But yeah, check him out, briansmotorsports.com. Does a lot of SEMA show stuff. Builds literal show cars here. And if you need anything from him, he can help you out. So go check that out. We're getting ready to do picking out the flaws segment of the video. I do appreciate you watching. I'll be right back, guys. Thanks. We're at that portion of the video where we're going to be picking out the flaws, looking for chips, scratches, rust, anything I can find. So this paint job here, it's on the weaker side. It's got a lot of chips and scratches, and you can see it's a little bit flat. So what we're going to do is walk around, look for dents, scratches, and rust on this one instead of just picking out all the little chips, because there is quite a few. Coming up on the front, the bumper on this one, it's got a little age on it. You can see some pitting. You got to get real close to see the pitting because it actually looks pretty good. But if I get right on top of it, you can see it there. Looking around the front end, the headlight bezels missing some chrome. A little bit of pitting on your SS emblem. Not an SS car. Coming around that. Let's go down this lower portion here. Missing some lights on the side. You got a little bit of bubbling popping up right there in the corner, and you got some nice tires on this one. This one's drum brakes all the way around. Explains I had to heat them up and get the dust off of them. American Racing rims coming up over. Like I said, I'm not looking for every little chip on this one because there's a bunch. I'm looking for bubbles, rust, and dents. You can see some Bondo has been in this door here in the corner. Definitely got some Bondo there. Coming down the lower portion. Like I said, there's chips everywhere. Just kind of floating by them because we know they're all over the car. Car used to be green. Got some bubbles popping up in the corner there. Looking down the body, you can see where they fixed it. See the rivets popping back. A little bit of rust popping up right there below the trim where the top is. Little scratch of the paint, some bubbles. Pitting on your door handle. Little bubble popping up there. Coming up on top of this fender here. See all the chips. It's light scratches right here, touch up spots. Little dent in the trim there. Coming up around the front window, it looks pretty good. Nice clean, all the trim actually looks good too. Just needs to be freshened up with some steel wool down there, and that will look nice. Your pillar and your vinyl top doesn't look bad. Around the windows, got some pitting. So what I'm gonna do is kind of push around the vinyl top and feel for any bumps. It looks like there's one right here in the back. Rust likes to hide up under these tops and get around the edges, and a lot of times it's back here, but that looks nice and clean. So your back window's got some silicone around the edges, probably trying to keep the water out. It may have leaked at one time, but the trunk looks pretty dry right now. So we're about to make our way back there. Let's keep looking at the vinyl top around the edges. It looks pretty good. Good shape. Down the back here. Back bumper on this one's in good shape. Dual exhaust. Emblem's got a crack in it though. Don't stop me now. Got a little bit of rust popping up down inside there. Your jam here. See all the green where it used to be green? Got a little bit of rust right around the lip. Surface rust mainly. It's just sitting on top where it's bleeding through the paint. Trunk lid there. You can see all the green where it used to be green. They put a thin coat of paint on that, didn't they? Edge of the trunk there has got some more surface rust popping up. Don't see any holes or anything major. Looking down in your trunk, let's see what we got here. The whole middle part looks great. It's in good shape. You can see where it's been puttied up right there along that edge. You can see where the water has ran down at one time. It's dry right now. And no, I didn't pre-prep this car before this video. It was done a few days ago when they cleaned it up, but it's rained since then. So looking up in the package tray, pretty solid. Okay, just go ahead and shut her down, see how she closes. That was a light shut, that was a medium shut, that was a Chevy slam. You got a crack right here in the back, right below the emblem. You got some rust bubbles popping up down here. Got some bubbles popping up on the corner there too. There's a chip right here. Coming down this side, I'm gonna hit the lower portion again. Back to midsection. Hit the top, and we'll open her up, start her up. All that good stuff. Little bubbles trying to pop up there in the corner. Looks like some Bondo popping out right here at the bottom. Some rust coming through too. Some chips in the corner and the edge of the door. Rust up here in the front where the emblem's supposed to be, or not the emblem, but your marker light. Back this midsection. Chips, scratches. A little bit of acne in the middle of the door there. A lot of touch-up marks right here on the edge. Got a little rust popping up below the trim here. Pitting on your door handle. Crusties on the front fender here, a couple touch-up marks. Looking at your front window, like I said, this is just dirty. That'll clean up. Woo, that wind's cutting through me. All right, running up this. The edges look pretty good. I mean, this is a nice vinyl top. The way they put it together, I found one little bubble on the other side, and it was pretty significantly small. I mean, it was just a little dot, so that's nothing I would jump all over tearing this off for, because that top's in good shape. This car here, me cleaned up, sanded, and reshot, and it turned out pretty decent. Just with all the stuff that I've showed you, I wanted you to see all the issues that would have to be fixed. That's why we walk around. That's why we do the videos. All right, now we're gonna jump on the inside, see what it looks like, and then we'll get her started up. Squeaky. Door panel's in great shape. Your armrest here, well, it's got some wear on it, but down on the bottom, a lot of people will kick that and try to open the door. Then looks like they haven't done that very much on this one. Got a little bit of surface rust trying to pop up right here on the edge, and down in the corner actually got a little rust. Leather stripping looks pretty old. Still soft though. Coming down the bottom of the door. Let's get down here. Got some rust right there. And in the corner here. Up in your jams. Carpet in this one's in decent shape. A little bit faded. You can tell it's been in here for a few years, but somebody definitely replaced it a few years ago. Back seat on this one. Pretty good. Panels look good. Up here needs to be stretched out a little bit better. That's called a mechanic's headliner. Somebody did it in their garage probably. You can tell it. It's in good shape though. Go ahead and start her up. Now you see how the horn was hidden from me. Works good. Motor's nice and quiet. Strap on the battery there. It's like a piece of wood. It needs a new mount. That's your horn wire running. It sure is. Got half of it not hooked up on the horn there. You got it running down through here, back around. Not exactly right. Probably put a few zip ties on that. Looking up under the hood here, insulation, it's still there, looking solid. A little bit of surface rust popping up on the edges here. Sorry, I'm I'm trying to let the camera adjust. It does take a second for these GoPros to adjust for me. Looks like they got non-functioning hood pins. They're not hooked to anything. And you got some rust popping up around them too. Under the paint there, you got cracks up here, a couple bubbles. The front end too. Okay. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit subscribe, share, hit like, and I'll keep making honest vehicle description videos for you. Do this every day. Go to maplemotors.com, look at the 100 detailed pictures inside out and underneath. We have financing, we have shipping, and we get cars every Monday, usually about 10. This week, I don't know if you've noticed, we put the whole backlot section that we have come up with. There's a little bit of a project car assortment that we're getting ready to throw up to you. Won't be test driving some of those. Basically, we'll just walk around, show you what we got, tell you a little bit about the cars. So be looking for that video that pops up. It's kind of like a lot walk, but it's going to be for like project car, a lot walk. So if you're interested into any of those classics, you can check that out here on the channel. Just go to the main portion of the channel here. You can look and see we got playlists and everything. So I try to keep everything organized for y'all here. With that being said, go to TikTok, go to Snapchat, go to Instagram, go to Facebook, and subscribe to all of them because I post different videos to those every day. Guys, I appreciate you watching. I'll see you later.